Well, Dave, that must be a difficult one to take today.
Yeah, it is. So we can look at things and we can be critical and we can sulk and all those sorts of things, but ultimately that's not going to change anything. We didn't do enough in the 90 minutes to win the game, and whether that's defensively in terms of the goals we conceded, whether that's mistakes that will happen, or whether that's not being clinical with the opportunities we had, then that's the case. Like I say, I've said to the players, I'll be the one that be grumpy. They've got to move on, and we'll start tomorrow morning in terms of prepping what we do. You can think and overthink things at this time of the season. As a management, we're similarly, but we've not won a game, and that's the be all and end all, and we have to move on and try and win it at Chesterfield on Monday.
I think the stats will show something like 20 attempts on goal. Boreham would, I think, with 3. How have you lost?
Yeah, we've lost because, again, similarly, we've made a mistake that has resulted in allowing the opposition to play the game how they want to play the game, and that then becomes frustrating for everybody, and it shows how important the first goal is, especially when you played here, when, to be fair, most teams have come in and done exactly the same sort of thing, so it's not a shock. That just means we've got to be better, and if the ball we're playing a normal game is 55 minutes, we have to accept that here it's probably going to be 45, and we've got to make sure within that 45 that we're bang on and we're right at it. In terms of an away performance, Boreham would be really pleased. They'll think they've sort of, I suppose, weathered the storm. They've soaked up pressure. The keeper's made good saves, and ultimately they go away with 3 points. Whether that deserved or not makes no difference. We'll lick our wounds tonight, as I say, but be back at it first thing in the morning.
Some big calls. Could you had a penalty maybe at the end of the first half?
Potentially, but again, from where we're sat, I'm not going to be able to confidently assess and say that's definitely this or definitely that. We've just got to we've got to look at us. We get our bits right, and then we'll be fine. It didn't go our way today. What we have to do is use the last couple of weeks, if you like. It shows the variables around football. Last couple of weeks as motivation to make sure that we face another tough trip on Monday, but a game that we know is a big one, an important one, but one that can hopefully put us closer to where we want to be.
I thought the reaction of the fans at the end was terrific, and I think the players have earned that, haven't they, because of the run that you've been on prior to this mini slump or whatever you want to call it. I thought the fans' reaction today was terrific, the way they applauded the players.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've said before, as a supporter, as difficult it is, your job's to support. I'm in a similar, I suppose, a similar position. It's really easy for me to go in there and absolutely tear strips off the players every time we lose a game or not win, and then every time we win a game we say, well done lads, you were brilliant. There are some things that get said that people might not like, but I'll tell them the truth as they are. But ultimately, if you're a supporter, as difficult it is, you have to support. This is their football club. Players, managers, all things like that will come and go. This will still be their football club, so keep supporting, keep, like I say, backing the lads. I would never question what they're giving. They'll always give everything. As I keep saying, we've got ourselves in a really good position, and we've got to finish the job. The hard bit is always finishing the job, and we've made it a little bit more difficult for ourselves after today's results, but we're still in the position that we want to be in. The fact that it's still in our hands, we knew it wouldn't be plain sailing. I suppose, like I said, there would be some adversity. We've got a little bit of adversity. Now you'll see real characters.
It is a little dip, but it's coinciding with a couple of significant injuries and obviously suspensions kicking in as well. Do you put it down to that, do you think, the 3 defeats in 4?
No. You can look at it, and if I want to look for an excuse, I can say that's an excuse, but as I've said previously, regardless of what team we pick, every single one of our squad will tell me that they should be in that team. That's fine. You're not proved based on what you tell me you proved out there on a Saturday, Tuesday, Monday, whenever it is, and what you do within that big green rectangle ultimately dictates whether you should be in the team or not. It's easy for us to say that this has happened and that's happened. That's football. You're going to pick up injuries, you're going to pick up suspensions. Not easy having the players out that we have, but everybody's in the same boat. Or most teams are in a boat where they can't pick their strongest team. We're the same, in my opinion. We miss important players, but that's what a squad's for. And that's going to be, from our perspective, no excuse. We had a team out there that was good enough to win. Maybe we've not been clinical enough in both penalty areas, and that's ultimately cost us today.
Still a point clear with the game in hand. You'd have taken that when you took over, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. Like I said, not too many days ago at the start of the, I suppose when I came here, if we'd have been offered a playoff place, we'd absolutely taken it. We're in a position now where we want more than that, and we'll do everything we can to make sure we try and control what we can to get more than that. And that'll start, as I say, first thing in the morning.
Chesterfield away on Bank Holiday Monday. 2,500 of these county fans making the trip, and you've got Anthony Sarcevic back as well, so some good omens.
Yeah, absolutely. Sauce is an important player for us because he's been done it and played at a higher level. Listen, I think we'd have sold 5,000 tickets if they'd given them to us on Monday. I know some people are walking there, which I've sent a little message, and that's brilliant. Hopefully, great causes that benefit from them doing that. We'll hopefully see. Well, we will see them all at the game, and hopefully their efforts can be rewarded with a performance that gets us 3 points and gets us one space closer to where we want to be.
Thank you for your time. Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, thank you.